Your branding is in trouble when Canadians see your logo and think, hey, isn't that from the lumber store that vanished a quarter century ago? According to in-house polling, only 30% of Canadians could correctly identify the beaver logo as belonging to Parks Canada. The rest, well, they were nostalgically misinformed. 11% thought it was Roots. 4% guessed Beaver Lumber. Beaver Lumber, a hardware chain that's been dead and buried since the year 2000, since Y2K. Now let that sink in for a second. A defunct building supply company that's been gone longer than some of the people surveyed. And for the record, this is the Beaver Lumber logo on my hoodie. And what did taxpayers get for this illuminating government insight? Well, according to Blacklock's, which broke the story, a $13,560 bill for a logo recognition quiz. Now, some of you might think that after 50 years of having the beaver as an official national symbol, and since 1851 as a stamp icon, Parks Canada would have made more of an impression, but you'd be wrong. In fact, a separate 2014 survey found more than half of Canadians couldn't even name Parks Canada's symbol. Some guessed a maple leaf, others threw a flower in for good measure. So what's the government's solution to this PR identity crisis? Well, more money, more spending, mascots and statues. In 2016, Parks Canada announced plans to install 215 statues of Parka the Beaver. I didn't even know that was his name at parks across the country. The goal? To lead young children into a lifelong relationship with Parks Canada, because nothing says ecological integrity like a fiberglass cartoon rodent. But I did a test of my own because I noticed something about 2 years ago, and it was the same thing last year. And it is the same thing again this year. This morning, I went to the national park I live next door to. I just wanted one of those classic beaver stickers. You know the ones? They're yellow and brown. It's simple, it's iconic, it's Canadian. Now, what did they have? Rainbow beavers. I couldn't even buy the iconic beaver logo sticker. They didn't have them. The gift store only had pride-colored beavers, as if gay hikers won't visit a national park unless the branding is sufficiently woke. I refuse to believe that. I think only woke Parks Canada bureaucrats care about this stuff. But maybe that's the real reason Canadians still remember Beaver Lumber, because it never changed. It didn't moralize. It didn't politicize. It just sold you lumber, did it well, left you alone, and then quietly faded away. And in 2025, apparently, that's enough to make it a national treasure. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn-Reid. I'm curious how much money they spend on those Pride stickers down at Parks Canada. If you'd like to help me find out, please consider making a donation to our research and filing fund at rebelinvestigates.com.